Everybody loves fried rice. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my 7 tips to make your fried rice better. Tip number 1, prepare all your ingredients beforehand. This is called mise en place, and it's so important that you have everything on hand and ready to put into your pan or your wok. There's nothing worse than when you're in the middle of cooking and you need an ingredient and you didn't cut it up, so you have to chop it while your ingredients are cooking. And because you're cooking this at a high heat, you gotta have everything prepared beforehand. On that note, tip number 2, chop your ingredients nice and small. I'm talking diced for all your vegetables and your meat. I'm talking minced for things like garlic and ginger. Especially if you have kids, you want to kind of hide your vegetables into your fried rice, and it's just easier to eat. Tip number 3, use a large pan. Today, we're gonna be using a wok. I do prefer a wok over a frying pan, but anything you have will work just fine. Just make sure it's a big pan. It's got enough room for you to kind of like swish it around, flip it around, and you don't overcrowd your pan. Tip number 4, high heat cooking. It's important to have your heat on the highest level. You wanna sear these flavors, and you wanna make sure that your pan being big enough, you're giving it enough heat. If you look at a lot of the chefs at like Chinese restaurants, or anywhere they do a fried rice, you can tell they're using really hot fires for their woks, for their pans. So high heat is so important. Tip number 5, the cooking time should be very short and quick. Tip number 6, use leftover rice. Now, if you have to cook up rice for your fried rice, that's fine, but I totally prefer making fried rice with leftover rice that's been in the fridge overnight. In our case, we have some rice from the teriyaki shop. This is because you don't want it to be too wet, because again, you don't want your fried rice to be mushy. So use leftover rice that's dried out a little bit, and you're gonna have better results for your fried rice. Tip number 7, don't overuse the sauce. A lot of people, they use a ton of soy sauce, a lot of flavored oils, some oyster sauce. The substitute here, so you make sure you don't over sauce, is use enough salt and pepper throughout your cooking. So make sure you salt and pepper it throughout the cooking period, when you're cooking a little bit of the meat, when you're cooking some of the ingredients like the vegetables, and ultimately when you mix it all together. That's how you're gonna strike that balance. So make sure you don't over sauce your fried rice. Today, uniquely, we're gonna make it a kimchi fried rice. So I'm gonna use a whole bunch of kimchi. Also, to enhance that very Korean flavor of this dish, we're using Korean chili paste. The flavorings consist of garlic. We've got some ginger. We've got some sesame oil. We've got some soy sauce, oyster sauce, salt and pepper, and to make it even more spicy, got chili pepper, baby. Woo! Of course, last but not least, we've got the rice from the teriyaki shop. So let's start cooking and get that heat going for our pan. Kimchi fried rice with that Korean barbecue. I love food. I know you love food. Hit that like button. Let me know in the comments area, what's your favorite fried rice? Click right here for more recipe videos. Click over here for more vlogs of me cooking every single day. As always, you guys, keep cooking.